You didn't find this video. This video found you. We all carry weight. It's the unseen burden of expectations, the shoulds and the ought-tos that we collect over a lifetime. This weight can keep us small, afraid to step outside the lines we've drawn for ourselves. We go through the motions, surviving instead of truly living. We tell ourselves this is just how life is, that the weight is normal. But what if it's not? What if we were meant for more than just getting by? What if true freedom lies in releasing the weight and embracing who we are meant to be? Many of us have been living on autopilot, going through the motions without questioning why. We've built lives based on what we thought we should do, not what brings us joy. We've silenced our own desires, our own dreams, in an effort to meet the expectations of others. This silence is heavy. It weighs on our hearts and steals our joy. It keeps us stuck in a cycle of surviving instead of thriving, but there is hope. We can choose to break free. We wear masks. We smile for the world while inside our souls are weary. We pretend everything is fine because admitting the truth feels too vulnerable. We fear judgment, rejection, and the unknown that comes with authenticity. But behind the facade, we long to be seen. We crave connection, a space to shed the weight and embrace our true selves. We want to live a life that aligns with our values, our passions, and our deepest desires. The weight of unlived dreams can manifest in different ways. It might be a constant feeling of emptiness, a longing for something more. It could be a sense of frustration, of being stuck in a rut. It might even show up as physical ailments, a sign that our bodies are carrying the burden of our unexpressed emotions. The first step towards freedom is acknowledging the weight we carry. It's about recognizing the masks we wear and the toll they take on our well-being. It's about giving ourselves permission to feel the full spectrum of our emotions, even the uncomfortable ones. The feeling of being out of sync is familiar to many. It's that nagging sense that something isn't quite right, that you're not living in alignment with your true self. You might feel restless, unfulfilled, or even lost. This is a sign to pause, to listen to the whispers of your soul. It's time to reflect on your values, your passions, and what truly matters to you. What brings you joy? What makes you feel alive? We often ignore these whispers, dismissing them as silly or impractical. We've been conditioned to believe that our worth comes from external achievements, from checking off boxes on a societal checklist. But what if true fulfillment comes from within, from living a life that is authentically ours? Take a deep breath. Give yourself permission to dream. What would your life look like if you weren't afraid to be yourself? What if you could release the weight of expectations and step into the fullness of who you are meant to be? Evolution is not just a scientific theory, it's a fundamental truth of life. Just as our bodies change over time, so do our hearts, minds, and spirits. We are constantly evolving, shedding old beliefs and embracing new perspectives. Scientifically, our bodies undergo a complete cellular regeneration approximately every 7 years. Every cell in our body is replaced, creating a new version of ourselves. This physical transformation mirrors the emotional and spiritual evolution we experience throughout our lives. Yet we often resist change. We cling to the familiar, even when it no longer serves us. We fear the unknown, the uncertainty that comes with stepping outside our comfort zones. But growth happens outside of our comfort zones. Embracing change is not about erasing the past, but learning from it. It's about acknowledging who we were, who we are now, and who we aspire to become. It's about recognizing that life is a journey, not a destination, and that each experience shapes us into the people we are meant to be. The illusion of distraction. In our fast-paced world, distractions abound. We fill our lives with busy work, social media, and material possessions, seeking fulfillment in external validation. We chase fleeting moments of pleasure, hoping to outrun the emptiness we feel inside. But true happiness cannot be found in distractions. It comes from within, from connecting with our authentic selves and living a life of purpose. Depth over distraction requires intentionality. It's about consciously choosing to engage with life in a meaningful way. It's about cultivating self-awareness, slowing down, and listening to the whispers of our souls. It's about prioritizing experiences that nourish our spirits, fuel our passions, and bring us genuine joy. This might involve simplifying your life, letting go of things that no longer serve you. It could mean spending more time in nature, connecting with loved ones, or pursuing creative endeavors. It's about making choices that align with your values and bring you closer to your true self. A new beginning. The second act of life is not about reaching a certain age, it's about reaching a certain level of self-awareness. It's about recognizing that you have the power to choose how you want to live the rest of your life. This is your chance to rewrite your story, to let go of the shoulds and ought tos and embrace the desires of your heart. It's about defining success on your own terms, not by society's standards. The second act is about aligning with your truth, not seeking external validation. It's about living with intention, purpose, and authenticity. It's about embracing the beauty of imperfection and the freedom that comes with being fully yourself. It's never too late to step into the fullness of who you are meant to be. The second act is your invitation to live a life that is true to you, a life that is filled with joy, purpose, and deep fulfillment. Maya's journey. Maya was living a seemingly perfect life. She had a successful career, a loving family, and all the material comforts one could desire. But beneath the surface, she felt a nagging sense of emptiness. She was going through the motions, fulfilling expectations, but her soul longed for more. One day, Maya decided to listen to that inner voice. She quit her corporate job to pursue her lifelong passion for art. It was a terrifying leap of faith, but it was the most liberating decision she ever made. In the quiet solitude of her art studio, Maya rediscovered herself. She reconnected with her creativity, her passion, and her authentic self. She found joy in the process, not just the outcome. Maya's story is a powerful reminder that it's never too late to pursue your dreams. It's about having the courage to listen to your heart and the willingness to step outside your comfort zone. The time is now. The second act is not a guarantee, it's an invitation. It's an invitation to awaken to your own life, to embrace the fullness of who you are, and to live with intention and purpose. It's about releasing the weight of expectations and stepping into the freedom of authenticity. Don't wait for a life-altering event to shake you awake. The time to embrace your second act is now. Start by listening to the whispers of your soul. What brings you joy? What makes you feel alive? What legacy do you want to leave behind? The journey may not be easy, but it will be worth it. The world needs your light, your unique gifts, and your authentic self. Embrace the second act and step into the fullness of who you are meant to be. The time is now.
There's a whisper in your chest, a soft ache that doesn't go away. It's not noise, it's a calling. You are being pulled into purpose. You're not stuck, you're scared, but nothing new begins until something old ends. So ask yourself, what are you still holding on to that's already gone? If your chest feels tight watching this, it's not coincidence. You're not behind. You're finally in sync with your truth. You're not too late. You're becoming. If this video made you feel something real, don't scroll. Comment, "This is my second act." Subscribe to FACTSHORTZ, because what's coming next will remind you who you truly are.